Hi everyone, welcome to Comet Computer Private Limited e-learning program of Azure Public Cloud Training. Myself Ilan Cherian, Technical Director at Comet Computer Private Limited. So in this video, we'll see how to connect the Linux virtual machine and we'll see how to explore a few things in Linux virtual machine. So we'll move on to the demonstration. So in the previous lab, we have created the Linux virtual machine. So now we'll find the IP address of the Linux virtual machine. So this is the public IP of the Linux virtual machine, and we can connect the Linux virtual machine using SSH. For Windows, we used a remote desktop connection. For Linux, connecting any Unix flavors like Linux or Ubuntu or Red Hat or any Unix flavor machines, if you want to remotely connect to the server, we can use a PuTTY. So PuTTY is a small utility which is used to remote connect the Unix flavor operating systems using command line. And here I'm using the public IP of the virtual machine, and the port number of SSH is 22. Then press open. So the session will get connected, and it asks for the credential. So the credential which we have given already while creating the virtual machine is comet admin, comet admin, correct? And it asks for the password. I type the password. Yeah. So now the virtual machine got connected, and we can also verify few configurations. Like I'll just check the IP address of the virtual machine. In Windows we use ipconfig, but in Linux we use ifconfig. So it got the IP address from the subnet in which we have connected our virtual machine, that is 20.0.1. And if I want to check the disk capacity, so that I can use df-h and hyphen. I can also check the total capacity, or I can just check the partial capacity. So I can just use hyphen h, so that it will show me the capacity. If I want to check the total capacity, I can use hyphen total. So here you can see the total capacity is 35 GB. So this is the capacity of the virtual hard disk which we have provisioned while creating the virtual machine. And also I need to check the uh, processor. I can use the command um, less. Actually, this command can be used. I can use even I can use ls CPU, or I can use less command. I'll use less command. For using these commands, we need to have the credentials. So I use sudo less slash proc slash CPU info. So this will show us the CPU. You can see it is running with Intel Xeon E52673V4, and the processor capacity is 2.3 gigahertz, and it has the cat size of 500 and 500 and 1200 KB. And also, if I want to uh, check the memory of this virtual machine, I can use meminfo. Yeah. So the memory total capacity is 8 GB. So this is how we can verify the few of the components. So I believe you're comfortable now with how to connect the Linux virtual machine and verify the basic information. And in the next video, we will see how to configure this Linux virtual machine as a web server, and also we will test that web server by accessing from the public internet. And that's all for the video. in this video. In the next video, we'll discuss how to configure the Linux virtual machine as a web server. Until then, bye bye.